Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Mirror's Edge. Let us continue the game. So, we're working our way up a second pit, oddly enough. It's a little appropriate that I immediately failed. So let me take a moment just to point out, this thing makes no sense whatsoever. If this is supposed to be like a water well, then why are there doors? Why is it so deep? Why is it open air? None of that makes any sense at all. There we go. So my hope now would be I've hit a checkpoint as we work up this. Now climbing up these pipes aren't particularly in the same spirit of the rest of what we've done. Everything else has been very fast paced and this is kind of slow. Well, climbing up is kind of slow. One would assume that running into flowing water is at the very least a bad idea. I think just need to jump up there and then wall run and climb up to this and then jump over here. Again, think about why is that ladder there? Sometimes they do put ladders that you would put a secondary ladder or a hook onto it, but it really just seems like it's there for no reason. Let's hit this button. I'm not really looking forward towards valves being needed to be turned.
Were you taking in the sights? The blues are already heading your way.
Oh no, here they come again. You can't ever, you really can't ever take in the sights. Man, I just fell there. I wish you could. I wish easy mode was no bad guys ever. You just had to run. Now there is, I think, a races mode that lets you cover most of the game, but not quite all of the game. Who would design this, though? These entrances and exits literally have like no purpose whatsoever. You can't go to any other door. Unless this is the smoking area where people walk out and they smoke, which I don't believe this society allows smoking. There's no reason to come out. Here. Now that should raise the crane. Is it raising the crane? Or what? Yes, it is raising that crane. Oops. We gotta jump that while it's in motion. I don't think it activated that time. Come on, what are you doing? Shouldn't have to have had this many things. Let's look at this and see if it's gonna go down. No? Good. There's no other way up. Why can't I climb the rope or find a different way that would be faster or a different way that would be slower but perhaps just a different challenge. There we go. So we're just gonna, when this thing happens, we're just gonna jump on it. No hesitation. No hesitation. Here we go. And once we get up there, we gotta run and jump. I suspect that's what we gotta do. Yep. Run and jump. Supposed to be going that way. Here we go. We'll grab that. Oops, wrong button. The Y button.
Come on, Faith. Don't expect Jackman to just wait around.
And again I get dropped. We've got a little bit of a checkpoint here, but I think I'm running this way. I don't think you can do anything that way. I have seen a couple people play this game and really pull off some amazing stuff. So the question is, on easy mode, how many bullets can you take? Not that many. So, you're starting to see why I said the gun parts are the worst part of this game. In fact, it's a little weird because now I kind of feel like since December 2014 when I did the spotlight, I have now become a much more critical person as far as a YouTuber, and that has caused me to reevaluate how I feel about this game by quite a lot. Like, can I get up here? Am I supposed to get up here? I mean, am I supposed to get in here and do this? Yes? Wow. And then a big old rat just runs by. I swear those didn't get rendered before. Activate the elevator.
Look, Jackknife may know something about Pope's murder, so don't let him wind you up, okay? He used to be a pretty decent runner. God knows who he's working for now.
So we're seeing logos. One of those, I think the one of the dog is the police. Yeah, it's Parandillo's Kruger Security. Private security police. But, yeah, I just don't want these gun sections. I do want more of this. I'm surprised besides the tutorial, we haven't seen more of this. We're chasing Jackknife here. Or at least we hope that's Jackknife and not just some guy. If no, not Assassin's Creed. I almost called this Assassin's Creed. If Mirror's Edge 2, come on, I am stuck. Hopefully I don't lose him. Oops! Talk about looking before you leap. If Mirror's Edge Catalyst or Mirror's Edge 2 was open world, you could have a whole set of these chase events, and they would work a lot better than the chase events that would pop up in Assassin's Creed. There was a reason I said Assassin's Creed, because there are some courier events that have a little less importance. So now I see that he went this way. I don't know where he went there. No, he went this way. Apparently the runner's vision was telling me to go a different way there. I don't like this roll. I think it should be an automatic process. Really? See, this almost feels like we've gone full circle here, but we haven't. Yeah, I think an automatic roll is the right way to go. Darn it. Almost made that. And then you can see you have to come on in front of these just right if you're gonna get a step up to step up jump. Where is he? I have no clue where he is. I'm just kind of assuming the way I'm going is the right way. He went in the elevator. Mr. Dave. New. What is Mr. Dave? Is it a drug to moderate mood? I never have seen that before. Well, Jackknife is down.
Can you find another way through to him?
Wow. I guess. I guess not. Runners seem to have a tendency to fall a lot. Now, am I supposed to... No, I think I'm supposed to jump there. I made it. And then maybe jump this way? No, jump over here and get this pipe. We kind of need an arrow or a ghost system here. Something more than just a runner's vision. Something that would fully point us in the direction we're supposed to go. Yeah, and apparently I'm stuck or broke my legs, one or the other. See, half the time you don't even get high enough to what you're shooting for. Let's see. What did I barely made that. I barely made that and wasn't even really paying attention to the fact that I barely made it. And we're supposed to go down this way, I suppose. I can't help but feel like we go up something like this later on. One of the things that is kind of interesting, cool about this, maybe he's supposed to be up higher, is it feels at least like this whole city is one big connected city. I'm not sure if it really is. We do go through load screens. Oh. Okay. Was the runner's vision pointing me to that? But
I know what you're here for, Faithy.
Just tell me what Icarus has to do with Pope's murder, Jack.
I heard a cop did it.
You heard wrong, then.
You a fan of wrestling, Faith? Pope was a wrestling fan. He even employed an ex-wrestler to handle his security. Travis Burfield used to go by the name of Ropeburn.
Is this going somewhere?
Ropeburn? Well, he's really just a thug who got lucky. And sometimes people are too ignorant to see their place. Always want to swim in the big pond. Never see the bigger fish. If I were you, I'd start with that glorified slab of meat. Happy hunting, Faithy.
Listen, I don't know about going to Ropeburn straight away.
I'm not. I'm gonna see Miller.
Oh, Faith, what are you doing? You gonna tell him about Jackknife?
Not yet. He's still a cop. No matter what Kate says.
so like we go to a load screen here, it doesn't have to be a continuous area. It'd be nice in Catalyst or Mirror's Edge 2, either one. I'm not sure what I'm pulling for more here is that Catalyst will be good or Catalyst will just be good enough so there is a sequel.
I'm Faith. Kate's sister?
She never mentioned a sister.
Yeah, well, we're not the mentioning kind. She told me to find you if things went bad.
She's been arrested. And you wouldn't be the suspect seen fleeing from the crime scene, would you?
Well now, it's difficult to recall with a gun in my face.
I know what you are.
You know it was a setup, right?
I know Kate wouldn't be capable of something like this. But my captain's asking some difficult questions, and I can't even get in to see her.
What do you know about something called Icarus?
Why?
It's mentioned on this. It was in Pope's hand. I think it's from his diary.
You took evidence.
Kate's the only family I have, Lieutenant. And blues in jail don't last long. She goes down for this, it's a death sentence.
I won't stop you. I owe that much to Kate. But there are plenty of people who'll try. And I can't stop them either. You better learn how to run.
Running is what I do best.
So notice that we just saw a cutscene in 3D, and then we went to a cutscene in 2D.
International shipping near the Riding Park subway. Should be a sign on top of the building.
That's because they didn't have enough budget to do everything in 3D. It's not a problem. I wish more games would save their money to develop the world and make it run well, and hire an animator to do 2D cutscenes. It actually gives a nice and somewhat unique style to it. So again, our B directing is telling us to go that way, but in all actuality we need to have to go this way. Pathfinding needs an overhaul, for sure. Now maybe I can go this way. But time after time you end up having to run here to the edge and seeing if you're going to fall straight down, if you're going to get caught on something, or what. So I will try the races at least once after we play the story mode, but I'm not probably going to spend a lot of time on it. So unless I get really, really good at this game, which I don't fully suspect I will, I imagine I'm just going to show them off and be done with it. And then hopefully I would be ready and able to play Mirror's Edge Catalyst, although it's probably not going to happen on my channel anytime soon. Just as a financial thing, I will at the very least want to listen to other people's reviews of the game. I could easily, well, my hopes are high. I could easily see Mirror's Edge Catalyst not being a good game just by, well, by the things that need to be fixed in this game not getting fixed, by them not spending enough money or to develop the world. In a lot of ways, Mirror's Edge Catalyst might just be the same city and the same paths, and that could be an issue. Could be dull. There could be no real new concepts because it's a prequel. All of those things are definite possibilities. All I've seen so far is one trailer, and that's pretty much how it's going these days. You get one trailer for a game before it gets released. So it very easily could be I played Mirror's Edge Catalyst, oops, fell down, right as Mirror's Edge 2 is coming out, or a year later when I get it on sale. Ah, I see, I need to run here, do this, and do this, and make it. This left bump, right bump, left bump thing doesn't really work as a first-person perspective thing. This was a very early game to have a first-person perspective. Could have easily been a third-person. That would be something that would probably affect my decision on whether I would like Mirror's Edge Catalyst, if it changed to perspective, if the graphics went down. There's really a myriad of things that could go wrong, and it's not super important to worry about them until they happen, because there's a million ways to mess up any game. That doesn't mean all games that come out bad. Again we fall. That roll ability. I really wouldn't be too upset if there was a skill tree in Catalyst where you just learned the roll ability and that was it.
They had not ruled out the possibility of nicotine-free cigarettes and other alternatives being introduced on a limited basis. More at 8 on City Eye, gentlemen.
Wow, so cigarettes that are nicotine-free might get reintroduced to the society, but right now everything else is illegal. We're batting about 1/3 of all collectibles we're finding, and we're missing the other 2/3. Again, what is this? Why is there a ladder there? Just for that door? Why not connect it? That's just bad architecture. Let's see, how long have we been going? Wow, not that long. 21 minutes. Getting into a computer room. And there's nothing in this game really that works with that. It's just an arrow pointing this way. Thanks. A Z now. An arrow pointing that way. I feel like I might be doing an Easter egg thing. No. I think her thief abilities should come about. Can I open this door? Can I punch this door open? No. Yeah, I can't help but feel like she should be able to hack these computers, steal data, do something with them. Jeez. Oh, up here. I was genuinely confused as to where I was supposed to go next. They could go for more sympathy in this story too.
I just do what I'm told. You know that? Yeah, well, I don't know what to do. I facilitated things. And I got more folks watching me than just you. And they wanted us to wrap her up all night for those proofs. Yeah, so it don't look good for you and your little dad. Take that up and down. In a few days, it'll all be over. Today's front page will be tomorrow's kitty litter. Come on! That run-up won't last long. None of them will, right? The precious Project Icarus will be fine. 5 by 5. And don't get your panties in a bunch. Look, meet me at that new place on Reynolds Street tomorrow. 4 p.m., okay? Don't freak, they ain't finished building it yet. All quiet once you get above street level. See you there. And don't bring any of your friends. We good? Good. Anyways, I gotta get some chow. Frame like this don't hold up itself, you know.
Wow. Too much slang. Feels like they're just trying to make him an interesting character with slang.
Get back here and we'll find a way to make you an uninvited guest. Hey, look sharp. I'm getting Blue's heading for you. You must have triggered a silent alarm somewhere. Ass out now.
There's a new slang thing. So like, I can't pick up this gun, for instance, and I hit the slow time button, darn it. So now I have to run again. Here we go. Where am I? Up here. Up here. There we go. So now I can break that. This feels almost open world. That you had some choices there. It kind of felt like that.
More blues, head for the roof. Don't forget, you're public enemy number 1 face. To those guys, you've got meal tickets all over.
Darn it. There you go. Does that work? Give me the elevator. There you go. You want to hit me? Doesn't look like I can steal the gun from him. Yeah. Every one of these sequences, you die at least once, and so you never experience it quite the way you would want it to be experienced. You know, what I would try to do here is I would say that she has the ability to imagine the scenario. So the first time every time you're playing it, you're actually imagining what would happen. And then when you actually imagine the successful pattern or a movement, it just goes into a third-person perspective, and from there, it shows you exactly what you did in a very cool-looking way. And I'm just running like crazy. This way. Zigzagging is faster than sliding or jumping. Run through this again to give you just the slightest amount of breath, but it's not going to be that much. Probably. Oh, really? Well, it's no elevator, but it is an elevator shaft. So that makes a good place to end this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.